What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match and Barcelona get absolutely battered by relegation candidate Real Valladolid by 3-1, and we were having an absolute howler to the end of the season. It's been absolutely shocking. I was just watching the match at this cafe over here called Café de Barcelona Avenida. They're watching it. My God, the shambles I have just witnessed is absolutely unbelievable. Xavi picked the rotated side. It was Ter Stegen in goal, Roberto at right back, Alonso and Christensen at center back, Balde left back, midfield three of De Jong, Eric Garcia in the pivot, Pablo Torre, Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Gavi. He had Dembele, Ansu, and Varane all sat on the bench. First of all, we conceded a minute in, Christian on goal. Shocking. That sealed the loss already, in my opinion. You then continue on with the game. Garcia gives an absolutely shocking penalty away from a very, very poor Ter Stegen mistake. I do think that goal was majority Ter Stegen's fault. He came out way too much out of his zone, and he didn't clear the ball as well. Going to the second half, they scored in a counterattack. This whole match was a shambles. Pure shambles. Eric Garcia is shocking. Every time he plays, he's put in a stinker. I think he had one good game at home. I forget who it was against, but he had one good game, and that was it. Every time he plays, we concede goals. I think he started 8 games this season, and he's conceded 7 goals when he's starting. I think Barcelona in the last 139 minutes have conceded the same amount of goals that we have in the last 19 games in La Liga. It's been shocking. The result, the performance, dreadful. The only positive from the performance are 2 things. One, Pablo Torre, I think, had a very good cameo in the first half. Secondly, De Jong, the whole entire game, played very, very well. Got the captain's armband in the second half. That was a really good sight to see. Shambles. For me, the reason behind this downfall is the celebration of La Liga. I have never seen Barcelona do a parade the day before or weeks before the final home game and do a parade without the league trophy as well. For me, that signaled the end of the season. The players now are all on the beach. Xavi's rotating, Araujo's being rested, Pedri's apparently out for the rest of the season. It's a madness. How we celebrated that title after Espanyol, that's not the case. We should have had it after the match against Mallorca this Sunday. That's when we had the parade, and you celebrate that at the Camp Nou. I don't know why we celebrated it so early, and that for me was a big impact on this, turn of events. I get it. Season's done, doesn't matter, but it's about pride and passion and to go out there and still perform no matter what. Even for playing friendlies, Catalonia Super Cups, I want Barcelona to win. The team today showed no fight. From top to bottom today, it was poor. I think Xavi's substitutions, to be fair, were alright. I think his starting lineup was okay. The only question I had was, why are you playing Gavi on the left? It doesn't make sense. Gavi can only play on the left if we're playing a team we have to go toe-to-toe with, compile more players in the midfield to control that midfield more, not against low block Real Valladolid who are fighting for their lives. It makes no sense to me. Now, during this game, a bunch of news is coming out. By the way, Jordan Mir was on a mad one, Ferran Torres news, Ansu Fati, Kounde, Balde, Araujo. The news was flying, so that was probably the only entertaining part of the past 2 hours, but it was just shocking. I cannot believe we got battered 3-1 by Valladolid. The good news now is that Espanyol are probably going to get relegated, which is good. They're now 4 points off the drop, 2 games to go. They play, I think, Atletico Madrid. I don't know who else they play, but one bright light. But again, I'd rather win this game and Espanyol stay up than us lose this game and they go down, because it is all about pride and how you go out and display yourself on the pitch. It was dreadful. I will never watch that game again. Shout out to Lua for pulling a goal back. He's now on course to win the Pichichi, so that's probably one of the bright light of the game. And I think also Xavi taking off Ter Stegen and putting in Naki Peña was quite a ballsy move as well. Took off Pablo Torre with an hour to go, which isn't too bad. At halftime, they showed that the graphic showed that Pablo Torre came off and not Roberto. I was losing my mind, but apart from that, it was just shambles from top to bottom. I am disgraced by this performance, and we'll have to wait and see how everything goes. We play Mallorca on Sunday, right over there at the Camp Nou, and the last game of the Camp Nou's history, the last game for Busquets at home. We've got to go win it. We're now on back-to-back losses. 5 goals conceded in the past 2 games, only scored 2 goals. This downturn has been ridiculously poor, and it comes down to the rotation of the squad. We are now seeing clearly that the squad players that we have currently aren't good enough. Yes, on paper they look good. Eric Garcia can play a DM, decent young center back, can pass well. Roberto, versatile. You know, Kessie doing a job here and there. Gavi can play on the 11, can play in the midfield. Right now, Gavi is, different, but I think in the midfield he's fine. On the left in these games, he just doesn't work. We're now seeing Alonso as well, can play left back, can play center back. We're now seeing the limelight of the squad that we do have, and the rotation players are just not good enough, and that's what cost us a lot this season in those big moments. No Idaho in our defense, and our defense just looks absolutely in shambles. Ter Stegen had, a howler as well in his moments, so it's been overall a very, very poor evening, and it's disappointing to see how we're going off, how we're ending off this season. When you won the league, you're thinking, okay, maybe the last little push before the break. Every single player's on the beach. They don't care about the season anymore. We're now barely gonna break the defensive record if we manage to keep 2 clean sheets in the next 2 games against Mallorca and Celta Vigo. Mallorca, I think it's possible. Celta Vigo away, we all know about that. So, disappointing night. I'm very, very disappointed. I think a lot of it comes down again to the players. I think Xavi has dealt the cards that he's had. I think his substitutions were good, but again, I think there should have been some tweaks in the starting lineup. But it all comes down to the mentality of the players, and also the own goal first minute in. That doesn't happen. I think the momentum, the feeling of the game is different, but it is what it is, and I'm not too upset about it because, of course, the league is done. I mean, I don't care, but it's still disappointing to see the team go out there and show no fight, no passion, no desire whatsoever. And the streets here are quiet in Barcelona. I'm gonna start walking back now because I'm just so pissed off. I sat here in the bar, wasted money, and it's just what this club does to me is unbelievable. But we'll see how the last few games go. We're looking at all that Mallorca game now. You have to win that. I'm expecting 2 goals minimum in a clean sheet. Anything other than that for me is a failure. And yeah, I gotta go now and make a news video because all this news that's coming out over the past few hours has been ridiculous. Kounde and all this stuff. I'll talk about that later on. Got the basketball game to go to tomorrow. And yeah, it's just peak. There's the cafe right there. Where's my finger? Right there. Decent turnout, but everyone was pretty pissed off in there, so it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoy this match review. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. In terms of player ratings, I mean, everyone was shocking. I think the only player who played well today was Pablo Torre. First, he showed some, good signs. I still think a low move for him would be very, very important. Some news about Pablo Torre about being his attitude problems. Looking like a Ricky Push 2.0 in my opinion, but we'll see how that develops. I think Frankie de Jong played fantastically well. Love the images of him in the armband as well. I mean, apart from that, everyone probably gets a 5 out of 4. I think Garcia. Apparently Xavi wants to keep him, but the club are expecting offers. Bin him off. Pivot anywhere he plays, he just gives away penalties left. He's given away, I can remember off the top of my head, 3 penalties. If you told me he's given away 5, I would be surprised. And they're all away from home as well. So bin him off completely. I think again, the way the team is going out right now isn't positive signs whatsoever, because you're thinking that under pressure firstly they do poor, and now when there's nothing to play for they do poor. So they only play well when there's no pressure and there's stuff to play for, which is not what we want to see in the Barcelona team whatsoever. So it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this match review. If you did, drop a like, subscribe down below. Match review in the streets of Barcelona. We got the Camp Nou. I'll show you guys the Camp Nou real quick before we end this match review. It is just down the street right there. You can't really see it because it's dark now. It's midnight here. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, leave me your thoughts down below on the news that's come out recently. Ferran Torres news, Ansu Fati news, all this stuff. What your thoughts about this Kounde saga that's been happening all day today as well. Leave me your thoughts down below on that. See you guys next time on the channel. Poor performance. They have to have a redemption against Mallorca, or else we're going to be leaving this season with our heads fully in the mud. So wait to see how that goes. See you guys next time on the channel. Take care. As always, Visca Barça and Visca Catalunya.